And welcome back. We are currently in the losers round 6 right now, with our matchup being Chad and James versus Hova and Snoop. This match right now is going to be starting with King Snipers. As you can see, the teams are loading in. We are going to have Snoop and Hova in red, James and Chad in green. Both of these guys have made some pretty decent loser round rackets, actually. As we are going to start off with Hova standing up top. Chad has him in his sights, takes him down. As Snoop is now in the 1v2 with an ACOG. You check back, Chad. They should be able to hear him. They sort of know where he is. And there you go. Chad's going to pick him up. And that's going to be a 1-0 lead now for Chad and James. As Snoop walks right into that bullet. Both of these teams actually did, well, actually in the case of James, they did lose in winners round 4 and then dropped down here into the losers bracket. So they're pretty fresh out of a winners run. Snoop actually lost to the featured team on the last round, Recon and Bare Naked in round 3, so they've had to win a match to get here. Win a couple, excuse me. As they're going to start, Chad is up top. They are going to have Snoop taking down James on the right side, and I'm not actually sure Chad knows that he's there. As Snoop goes prone there. As he will pick up both. Snoop picks up both kills in that round. And there you go, 1-1 tie. As yep, that was just kind of walked right into there in that round. Well, we're going to start on board with James. Takes the opening shot, does not hit him, but Chad sure does, and takes out Hova. And there you go, James picks up that next one onto Snoop, and that's a 2-1 lead. Both sides coming up with a 1-1. Both players getting 1 kill. And there you go, both go down. Time for round 4. As James, oh, Snoop gets him on the jump. As he's crossing, so it's now Chad in the 1v2. Staring around, he does hear the footsteps of one player. And he is going to push up with the sniper. I guess he's pretty bold as he sees both of them stacked up. And, well, that didn't work out too well for him now, did it? As he goes down to literally just the double faces. Yep. That was a little unfortunate. But down he goes. That's actually interesting, actually. Both James and Chad have opted both for regular sniper scopes. As well, James picks him off right off the start. As Hope is looking down. Chad will miss the first shot. We're going to have a leaping jump there out of James as he's looking for him to here around their spawn. As it's kind of ring around the rosy with the stairs here, as James is going to miss the quick scope on Hova. We are going to go down to Hova here. Is he going to find one? They'll both miss their shots. Hova's coming out for the re-peek. It's going to be a double challenge. James is going to go down, leaving Chad in the 1v1 now. No scope comes out of Hova. 1 bullet in the chamber. 1 is all you need. As he's going to pick up the sticks to run around. The flag has spawned up though, so they do have to both get there as they both take shots at each other again. As, oh. Hova did have more health in that round. So he is going to come up with the 1v2 clutch. I actually didn't know that's how it worked. I thought they were both... Oh. I learned something new today. Well, we do have Hova now going up 3-2 with that round win. As you can see, both James and Chad are sitting at the back. They are both waiting. Snoop is up top, actually, and he is going to spot Chad. He is going to put a shot into him with the hit marker. Finished off by Hova. That's a 4-2 lead now in favor of Hova and Snoop. As the ACOGs are going to come in clutch there, but yep, they both players had an angle on him, and he was just, as he was forced down by the shot from Snoop up top, he is going to walk right into Hova's crosshairs. As we do have the opening shot starting up. This Chad's going to get a nice angle in here, and he's going to look away just as somebody walks into the line of sight. But he is going to go down. I guess his barrel peaked a little too far around the corner there, as James is now in the 1v2. He is going to pick up a great shot on Hova. Takes the head completely off the shoulders. And is going to fall back to play the advantage now of his full scope. This is losers round 6. So the winner of this game will go on to face Recon and Bear in the losers finals. But as you can see here, James is forced to move up because the flag is gonna pop, and well, someone's waiting there for him. As Snoop takes him out. That's gonna be 5 round wins now. Match point for the map. Hove and Snoop in the lead, 5-2. As well, we are gonna see James and Chad have to get something going quick here, as they are kind of on the brink of the map loss. Snoop is up top, Hova is down bottom. Snoop is going to miss that shot right over James' head. Chad is going to pick off Hova now, so it's down to a 1v2 now for Snoop. As he's going to see one, he will pick up Chad. And he is running around just to face James. He has a general idea where he is right now, as they're both just kind of staring and waiting in sight lines. As well, I don't know if that gun barrel showed actually, but it might have. Snoop has a general idea of where he is. James doesn't seem to know actually where his opponent is. He's staring at right down the middle, as the flag is going to pop. James is going to get shot at there, and he is going to go down. That is going to be 6-2. Hove and Snoop coming up with the map win. Snipers on King. As, yeah, James got caught there crossing. And that is going to be the 6-2 map win. And, well, we'll be right back with Hove and Snoop taking the 1-0 lead. And welcome back to Speedball. Map 2 right now of this losers round 6 match between James and Chad and Hove and Snoop, as we're going to start right off with Chad taking shots right out of the gate. James is going to pick up first blood right down the middle as shots go back into Snoop. Snoop sitting all the way at the back there, fighting for his life, and he is going to go down to James. As well, that's a quick 1-0 right now in favor of James and Chad. Excuse me, Chad picked up that final kill. Yes, Fluffy, it is a little too late to enter this. My apologies. So we are going to start out. Snoop is out with the MP7, it looks like, as everyone's kind of sitting far, far back, the back of the map. Hova is also carrying an MP7, and great nade out of James from downtown, taking him out. Leaving Snoop in a 1v2, and is now a 0v2 as Chad and James pick that one up as well. With some great shots there out of Chad at the very end with that last challenge. So we are going to start on board with Chad here as he walks around the left side. Both Hova and Snoop are pushing up the right side of the map. James is going to go down to shots down the middle as Snoop is sitting all the way in the back there. Chad will pick up hit marks on him with a nade, and he will see him prone on the ground and will not win that gunfight. As Snoop picks up both kills. And that's going to be a 2-1 now in favor of James and Chad. Map 3 in this, should we need it, will be Gulag with an AR. As we are playing best of 3s with a rotating weapon set. So it's SMGs, ARs, and snipers at random. As you can see, Chad coming up here with the flank, but he's both of the players on the other side of the wall, so we didn't actually see them as they pick off his teammate. As he's going to see one put shots into Snoop, challenge is going to come out, and he's going to pick up Hova and get away with his life. As it's now down to Snoop now in the 1v1. So the nade's going to go out from Chad, and we'll get a hit marker actually. And he is going to put another shot in. Snoop with literally 1 HP. And he is going to go down, so that is going to be 3-1 now in favor of Chad and James, as Chad had him down to 4 HP, I believe it was, on the screen. As he goes down. Well, round 5, here we go. Chad off the break. He's going to go around to the left side. Hove and Snoop are both... Hove is kind of caught in between 2 players right now. He is going to hear one. James will take out his teammate, but he has 1 player behind him and he has no idea he's there. As you're going to see Chad put shots in him from the back, and yep, there it is. He is going to go down. As Chad just goes all the way around the back, and Hova, which is kind of caught out in the middle of 2 players. Didn't really stand a chance there as he went prone to reload and just got caught. So here we go again, on board with Chad. Coming up the right side, he is going to run right down the flank. His teammate taking shots, and he is going to hear them as Hova is going to pick up James. So it's now a 1v2 as he catches Snoop out in the open with a nade in his hand. And it is going to be Chad and Hova now, 1v1. Chad's having a great game too. He's currently 6-1. But both players at 100 HP. And I believe that was the nade expended out of Hova. So he is going to be watching. It does not look like Hova actually knows, or he knows now from where that stun came from. But he didn't actually know the original location of where Chad was. As Chad's going to take a hit marker through the wall, lose 10 HP. And now this flag is spawned up, so they both have to get there. And Hova's got to make a move because... Or excuse me, Chad has to make a move because Chad's currently the lower HP player. And he is going to walk into the barrel of Hova and go down. For those who are unaware, due to Codcaster bugs, this is actually green in the lead 4-2. The scores flip continuously depending on what side you're on. But this is in favor. Holy crap, James running right down the middle. Does pick up one, gets traded out for it though. And it's now Chad and Snoop now as the other. As Chad once again finds himself in a 1v1 situation. He's lost track of Snoop actually. Snoop snuck around to his right side. Who's it? They flip spawns now. As Chad's kind of looking around. Snoop is on the right side, crouched behind a wall at the moment, it looks like. So he's not going to be in the sights of Chad, but Chad just saw that nade go out, so he has an approximate location of where Snoop is. As you are going to see Snoop in the season exactly, actually, right on the head. He's going to put shots in, Chad down to 50 HP. And you don't regen health in gunfights, so now Chad has to make a move, because if the flag goes out, well, he's the one with lower HP, and he's not going to make it. Snoop with more HP, and he is going to come out on top. So that's 4-3 now in favor of Chad and James. So this is Snoop and Hova making a comeback here. As we're going to have a close run up again from James, actually. Does not pay off this time, but he also doesn't die for it. He sees one player and is actually going to trade him out. I don't know how he got that kill on Hova, but he does take him out, and Snoop goes down. And so does Hova. So it's 5-3 now, map point in favor of Chad and James. I have no idea how that... I have no idea actually how that kill happened. But yeah, map point. We're going to hop on board with Hova here. As they're fighting for their map life. Snoop is going to, well, put a good investment down towards that. He's going to pick up one, and Hova sees Chad here on the side. He is going to get challenged and is going to get away with his life as he stuns him out. And picks up the kill on the stunned James. Excuse me, Chad. Nice Dallas skin. It's a good one. Good choice, considering they won. Well, we do have Hova. He's going to drop shots into James, actually, right off the bat. James only losing 9 HP, but he does take out a... He does lose a little bit from that trade. Hova is going to dodge that nade and move up here, as James is coming right back at him and going to chuck a nade back in his direction. Chad is going to bring down Hova from the side, actually, and trade it out immediately by Snoop, leaving us in a 1v1, James versus Snoop. And I believe, yes, James does have more HP, so if this does go to the flag, James is going to be winning. As James goes all the way into the back of the map right now. He has lost track of Snoop, actually. He just picked him up again, as he is going to put the shots in. And we're going to map 3. James and Chad picking it up on the SMG map, and we are going to go to ARs. ARs and Gulag. Coming right up next. So stay with us as we're going to map 3. And welcome back. We're on map 3, ARs in the Gulag Shower in this 2v2 gunfight. As it's tied 1 apiece right now. As you're going to see the shots all going down at all angles. So ARs, this should be restricted to only M4 and Grouse. Although most players seem to be carrying out the M4s, as Hova picks up a kill on a James, and well, James's nade trades him right back, leaving it down to a 1v1. Chad versus Snoop. Snoop with 6 HP. Poor guy. He's got nothing to work with, but he's prone to now watching the angle, and he's hoping Chad's going to walk into him. As actually, he's looking at a wall. What was that? Snoop is going to start his push-up with 6 HP. He is going to get hurt. The pre-fire comes in, and that was not the direction he was standing in, and he will go down. As yes, Snoop did try the pre-fire and actually got some good shots off there on a Chad at the end, but nope, Chad with the health advantage will clean him up with 1 bullet. It's 1-0 now. So we're going to start on board with Snoop. He is going to take the challenge down the middle, and he will lose it to James, leaving Hova in a 1v2. And well, 2v0 now, as that He's cleaned up as well. James putting some nice shots into him. And there you go. You have a 2-0 lead now, James and Chad. Hop on board with Chad here to start. This upper position is, I don't see it used very often actually, mostly because once you put your head up there, your head gets blown off. But you do see him kind of working his way around this pillar and looking, and Snoop right on the other side. Well, James is going to go down to a great nade there from Hova, and both of the players were actually up top, but the shots are going to come in, the pre-fire. Hova's up there, and Chad sees him. Chad will take him down at the cost of going down to 6 HP as Snoop rounds the corner, and Snoop will clean him up. That is going to be Snoop and Hova finally on the board. 2-1 now in favor of James and Chad. As well, Chad, they are double peeking this middle, and I think Snoop learned it after his the last time he faced it and found himself staring at 2 gun barrels. As a perfect nade from James lands right at his feet, and Hova picks off his team, and Hova picks up both kills. To even it out, he gets both of them. Look at that. One, and then drops right off, finds the second one in place. Takes out both of them in one mag. And there you go, 2-2. We have a game on our hands, people. The challenge is going to come in. This time it's actually going to be Hova and Snoop double peeking it. As Chad will go down, leaving James and Snoop in 1v1. Shots are going to go out. Snoop is going to get tagged down to 43 HP. He's going to fall off the top. He is going to be kind of prone at the back right now as James is sort of lost track, and James sees him again. Snoop down to 16 HP, re-peeks and does not win that fight. Down he goes. 3-2 in favor of James and Chad. Snoop, yeah, 16 HP. There's not a whole lot you can do with that if you peek around the corner and someone's looking at you. Yep, here we go. Neither side double peeking this time as the pre-fire comes in from James, and Hova's going to walk right into that. As he does see the gun barrel, I think, out of Snoop, but is not able to pick it up. Chad will follow him up. Bring Snoop down to... oh, actually, that cleaned him up. I didn't think that was going to land, but it did. He was behind a wall. What? Sounds like some rigged scripts to me here, team. Or maybe just some bad coding in terms of the wall pretending not to be there. But James is going to pick Snoop off, actually. Leaving Hova in a 1v2 here. As the nades are actually very, very damaging on this map, given how small it is and how close the sections are. As Hova's going to pick off one, and he's not going to win the second gunfight. He is going to go down. And Chad and James are on match point. Map and match point. I'll admit, I thought Hova had him there. He picked off James and then was not able to finish that last bullet onto Chad. As here we go, we are going to have Hova and Snoop fighting for the tournament lives. Pre-shots go down the middle originally, and oh! Okay, just like that, we're done. As both of them go down within like half a second of each other. And there you go, you have James and Chad are going to come out on top, 2-1. Well, we'll be right back with our losers finals, actually. We're going to have James and Chad versus Recon and Bear. So stay tuned.